Hey guys, welcome back. So in our last session, we have considered the previous day held data and finally generated the current day's held data. Now as a part of this session, I'll be talking about a new API or a new function for Spark that is very important. As of now, you can see this was the whole data that we had. So let's say this record went to held because quantity sold was missing. But looking at this held file, we are not sure until and unless we count the column numbers, we are not sure that what was the reason for this being held. So what if we have a requirement while moving the invalid data or whole data, we have to add another column mentioning the reason for this record being in held. Or the second part of this held file is these many records. So these two records, this might be there because of quantity sold was missing. This is again because of quantity sold is missing, but for quantity sold or vendor ID, what we have to do, we have to mention for whatever reason it is coming in held, we have to add a new column and mention the reason for this being invalid. This is a very important scenario in most of the Spark projects where we have to compute some values depending upon previous existing columns and add a new column directly or by computing some of the values from the existing columns. In our example, we have to see what values are missing. In case the quantity sold is missing, we have to mention quantity sold missing. In case vendor ID is missing, we have to mention vendor ID is missing. So let's see how to tackle this kind of scenario. So all the invalid data or whole data is there in invalid DF. So what we can do here is we can add a new column using the with column API. Now important thing to note here is we don't want to apply with column on the total union value, right? Because this is making the union with the previous held that is not released, but it was already in held. So it should have all the columns. So there is no need to add the with column API on the complete data. Just what we want it with column upon the whatever held file, held data we are creating today. And after that we are getting a union. This will be previous hold and this will be considered as the final invalid landing file which was generated on the previous date. So till here we did not have the hold reason, but here we have, or we will surely have, because this is the previous data, the same data that will be considered when the next file is being processed. So just we need to add in this one. So how this with column API works? First, we have to mention the column name which we want to add. That is, let's say hold reason. Then separated by comma, then what value we have to put in this, that we have to mention. Then while using the original Spark APIs, as we used case, when and else here, if you are using the Spark APIs, and just to clear your confusion, that is also Spark, but this is the SQL syntax. Because we are using Spark SQL. Directly dealing with the Spark with the dot, like dot with column, this was Spark API, not the SQL API. So this takes directly in the Spark functions. So how we take it as, what column we have to consider? First we have to see if quantity sold was missing. So how we take the call API from PySpark SQL function that we have imported as PSF. So that will be PSF dot call. And which column? Quantity sold. When this column is null. Okay. So we don't want the exact value. We want a condition on this. Right now, if we leave it as it is, what it will do? It will add a hold reason column and it will add the exact value that was there in quantity sold. But we have to check that if this is null. And how we can check? We have to add a when condition. So when condition is again a part of Spark function. So PSF, now here we can mention dot when this is null. In that case, we have to mention the value as quantity sold missing. So this is the syntax for when. And there also comes else condition. For that we can use dot otherwise. Let me bring it down. Otherwise what we have to do? We have to check another column, that is vendor ID. So if vendor ID is missing, then vendor ID is missing. So again we can mention another when condition or PSF dot when and similar way. And here we can mention vendor ID. The condition would be this will be our string that we have to enter. And finally we can close this with column. And as this is giving us the error, this is because we have not escaped the next line. Now it is fine. Now let's try to run this. And as you can see, we are getting the error. Guess the mistake that we have done. Actually, this won't be the case when we will be deploying this project on our Hadoop cluster. What happened here is we are changing the schema on the next day. So previous data already as we saw it should have, but on the previous day when we ran this, we didn't have this condition. So there was no with column API there. So previous day held does not have the with column. Here you can see 4th. This does not have any hold reason column. So let's see once we have changed the schema. It's a good point. Let's clear our output directories and make the run for both the days, that we can see just by changing the dates are we able to process every day's data. Let me delete all the hold, all the valids. What we have, just the input paths. This is 4th data, this is 5th data. But we'll just read the 4th and let's add. Now the held file schema will also change. This is the development phase. Meanwhile, you have to, as per requirements, you have to keep changing the schema. So let us create a held file schema as well. So it will be same as the landing file schema. Just in the last, we will also add one column, hold reason, and that will also be a string type. Fine, that's all. Let us name it as hold file schema and fetch it hold file schema from conf. I already explained you these steps, so make sure you have followed the course in same sequence. And this will be this file we have to, this key we have to read. This will be hold file schema and read from hold file schema from conf. And now while reading the previous hold file, we have to read the hold file schema. I mean same file with the new schema. So currently we don't have, we just have the input dumps. We don't have anything in the output, hold or valid. Now let us run the code for previous day. That is the reason for testing I have hard coded it. So current day will be 4th. Previous day, anyways we can keep it as 4 because there is nothing. This is the first day we are trying to process. So let's try to run this. So seems we are getting the error, but anyways we can ignore this because this is the first run. All the directory creations will be taken care as a part of deployment. So this is the first day. You can understand that today is the first sale for GK stores. So obviously previous day there will be no sales. That was new. Today it is the first day. So for that reason it is giving us the error. Anyways that will be taken care as the part of project deployment. All this environment setup we have to take care. So for now we can create a previous day directory manually. So previous day will be 3 and we can create inside hold. We can create a new directory with the previous date. So today 4th was the first day of GKC stores. So 3rd there will be no data obviously, and input, first input we have received as 4th. Now let's try to run it again. So program has finished. Now same way as we saw earlier, we have the whole data for 4th and these many 3, 8, 18, 4 records are in held, and now you can see we have a hold reason column as well. So for these 3 values where quantity sold is missing, we are getting quantity sold missing, and here vendor ID was missing, so we are getting vendor ID missing. So now we no need to check the columns and count the columns that what is missing. We clearly have a message here what is missing. So I hope that's clear now. And similar way, now no need to change anything, just we can make current day as 5 and previous day as 4. Save it and run it. Again without any issues, code has executed. We can go back, a new whole data is created. Similar way, only 8, 18 and 32 are left. Rest all has gone into valid. So you can see, as we saw in last tutorial, updates were received for 3 and 10. So these are valid now, and back in hold region we have all the data 818 along with the reason. So this is how you can add another column using the with column API. Now let's see what's next.